This video will be on how to convert polar coordinates into rectangular coordinates. So, a point can be written either in rectangular Cartesian coordinate form, where you have the x value and the y value. So, how many points this way you go and how many units up you go. You can also write it in polar coordinates, which is basically how far from the origin are you, and what direction do you go. So you have an r and a angle theta. And so the conversion from r and theta to x and y comes directly from this picture, right? So cosine of theta becomes x over what r, right? And sine of theta becomes opposite over hypotenuse, so y over r, right? So you can just rewrite these as moving the r over to here. So r cosine theta gives you your x value, and r sine theta gives you your y value. So I'm just going to go through some examples of this. So let's say we have the polar coordinates square root of 2 and 45 degrees. So you would go 45 degrees in square root of 2 this way, and that would give you your point. So x is r cosine theta, r is square root of 2, theta is 45 degrees. You have square root of 2. The cosine of 45 degrees is square root of 2 over 2. Square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is 2. 2 over 2 is 1. Same thing over here. Y is r sine theta. R is the square root of 2. Theta is 45 degrees. Sine of 45 is square root of 2 over 2. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2 over 2, which is 1. So this point in polar coordinates becomes this point in rectangular coordinates. So they're just different ways of writing the same point. So just going to go through another example. Let's say we have r is 8 and our theta is 240 degrees. If we plug these numbers into our formulas we have, so r is 8, theta is 240. The cosine of 240 is going to be negative 1/2. 8 times negative 1/2 is negative 4. Over here we have y is equal to r sine of theta. R is 8. Theta is 240. Sine of 240 is going to be negative square root of 3 over 2. 8 over 2 is 4. So we have negative 4 square root of 3. And if you put this into a calculator, it's real close to 7. It's like 6.9 something. So this point, 8, 240 degrees becomes negative 4 square root of 7. Sorry, negative 4 square root of 3, which is real close to the point negative 4, negative 7. It's just a little bit to the right. So I hope this helps with converting from rectangular coordinates to polar coordinates. You can basically derive these formulas by just drawing a triangle with theta and r and x and y being your two coordinate systems. Here are the equations again, if you need them.